Hello there, and welcome to the Dreamy Ocean Channel. Perhaps your day has been long filled with its own currents and tides. Feel the gentle pull of gravity upon your shoulders, releasing any tension that might linger. Allow your jaw to soften, your brow to smooth, and your breath to deepen slowly, naturally. Let the sounds of the outside world begin to recede like distant waves on a quiet shore. There is no urgency here, only a quiet descent into calm. Tonight, we turn our gaze towards an ancient, powerful being that glides through both fresh waters and the vast, dreaming ocean, a creature of immense scale and silent patience, the largest living predator on our planet. Let your mind drift now, as we gently explore the depths where these magnificent reptiles reside, allowing the rhythm of their world to lull you into a peaceful slumber. An introduction. Across the vast, shimmering expanse of our planet, where the freshwater rivers gently surrender to the immense, briny embrace of the ocean, there drifts a creature of profound antiquity and silent power. This is Crocodilus porosus. Known more commonly as the saltwater crocodile, a name that whispers of both its preferred habitat and its formidable presence. It is a being whose very form seems to echo back through the deep corridors of geological time, a living testament to a lineage that has navigated the Earth's tumultuous changes for countless epochs. Its existence is a slow, deliberate poem, etched into the very fabric of the tropical world, from the humid estuaries of India and Southeast Asia to the sun-drenched, sprawling coastlines of northern Australia. Envision, if you will, not merely an animal, but a colossal armored vessel perfectly streamlined for its aquatic dominion. This is the largest living reptile and indeed the largest terrestrial and riparian predator known to science today. Its sheer scale is difficult to grasp in abstract terms, but imagine a creature that can stretch to the length of a small bus, its body a dense mass of muscle bone and ancient hardened scales. Its weight can easily surpass 1,000 kilograms, an immense bulk that moves with an almost ethereal grace through the water. A silent, submerged leviathan. This is not a creature built for speed in the open, but for an explosive, terrifying burst of power, a coiled spring of primordial force awaiting its moment. Its evolutionary journey began hundreds of millions of years ago, a time when the Earth itself was a landscape of shifting continents and evolving life forms vastly different from our own. While not dinosaurs themselves, the ancestors of today's crocodiles shared the ancient swamps and waterways with those magnificent giants, and through all the cataclysms and transformations, the crocodilian form persisted. It is a design so exquisitely adapted to its environment that it has seen little fundamental alteration across the vast stretches of prehistory. This enduring success speaks to an unparalleled mastery of its niche, a perfect balance of predatory efficiency and environmental resilience. To observe a saltwater crocodile is to gaze upon a living relic, a creature whose very eyes have witnessed the slow, inexorable march of geological ages, carrying within them the wisdom of deep time. The saltwater crocodile is not confined to the muddy banks of a single river or the shaded depths of a coastal swamp. Its domain is far more expansive, a liquid kingdom that stretches across thousands of kilometers of tropical and subtropical waters. From the Sundarban's mangrove forest, a labyrinthine world of tidal channels and dense salt-tolerant trees on the border of India and Bangladesh, to the vast, intricate river systems of Papua New Guinea, and down to the sun-drenched, red-earthed wilderness of Australia's top end, its presence is a powerful, undeniable force. What truly sets this magnificent reptile apart from its freshwater cousins, however, is its extraordinary capacity for venturing far beyond the traditional boundaries of rivers and estuaries, embracing the boundless, often turbulent expanse of the open ocean. It is this unique characteristic, its status as a true ancient mariner, that imbues the saltwater crocodile with an additional layer of profound mystery and quiet awe. Imagine a dark, textured log, seemingly inanimate, floating with an uncanny stillness upon the gentle undulations of the sea. This is often the initial deceptive appearance of a large saltwater crocodile, hundreds of kilometers from the nearest coastline, carried by unseen currents, navigating by an instinctual compass that has guided its ancestors for millennia. How does a creature so seemingly rooted in the terrestrial and riverine manage such voyages? The answer lies in a remarkable suite of physiological adaptations, a marvel of natural engineering that allows it to thrive in environments that would prove fatal to most other reptiles. One of the most crucial of these adaptations is its ability to regulate its internal salt balance, a process known as osmoregulation. Unlike many animals, saltwater crocodiles possess specialized salt glands primarily located on their tongues, which allow them to excrete excess sodium chloride ingested from their environment. This means they can drink seawater or consume prey that has absorbed seawater without succumbing to dehydration or salt poisoning. This physiological marvel liberates them from the constant need for fresh water, opening up the vast blue highways of the ocean for dispersal and exploration. This ancient mechanism is a quiet miracle, enabling these immense reptiles to undertake journeys of epic proportion, sometimes intentionally, sometimes carried along by the powerful, indifferent flow of ocean currents, like a solitary armored voyager. Their journeys are often unhurried, a testament to their incredible energy efficiency. They are masters of thermoregulation, able to bask in the sun to raise their body temperature and then retreat into cooler waters or shade to prevent overheating. This allows them to conserve metabolic energy, enabling them to survive long periods without food or water, a crucial advantage for extended oceanic voyages. A large crocodile can sustain itself for months on a single substantial meal, transforming its body into a living reservoir of energy. This patience is not merely a behavioral trait, it is a profound physiological strategy, allowing it to wait to drift, to conserve, until the opportune moment for sustenance or shelter presents itself. The senses of the saltwater crocodile are finely tuned instruments of survival, honed over eons. Its eyes positioned high on its head allow it to observe its surroundings while keeping most of its body submerged, a mere pair of periscopes scanning the surface. Beneath the water, specialized cells in its retina provide excellent low-light vision, crucial for navigating the murky depths of estuaries or hunting under the cloak of twilight. Its ears, though small and hidden, are sensitive to vibrations in the water and air, detecting the subtle disturbances that betray the presence of potential prey or rival predators. And perhaps most remarkably, its skin is adorned with highly sensitive integumentary sensory organs, or ISOs. Tiny pressure receptors that can detect minute changes in water pressure, allowing it to sense the ripples of a fish swimming by, or the distant approach of a larger creature even in complete darkness. These senses collectively paint a detailed picture of its world, a silent, submerged landscape of opportunities and threats. Its presence in the ecosystem is that of an apex predator, a keystone species whose influence ripples throughout its environment. It controls the populations of various prey animals, from fish and crustaceans to birds and mammals, ensuring a healthy balance within its habitat. Its powerful jaws, capable of delivering one of the strongest bites in the animal kingdom, are not just weapons, but tools for shaping its world, for maintaining the delicate equilibrium of life in the mangroves and rivers. Yet its power is wielded with an ancient, almost meditative patience. It is a creature that spends the vast majority of its existence in quiet contemplation, observing, waiting its immense energy held in reserve, a testament to efficiency and perfect adaptation. As the light of day begins to soften, painting the sky with hues of lavender and deep indigo, the saltwater crocodile often becomes more active, its dark form merging seamlessly with the deepening shadows of the water. This is when its ancient instincts stir most powerfully, when the quiet vigilance transforms into a subtle, almost imperceptible hunt. Yet even in its predatory nature, there is a profound stillness, a sense of belonging to an older, slower rhythm of life. It is a creature that reminds us of the raw, untamed beauty of our planet, of the enduring power of life that has persisted through countless ages. Allow your mind to gently wander with this ancient mariner drifting through the quiet waters of its world, as we prepare to explore the deeper mysteries held within its silent, enduring slumber. Let the image of its slow, deliberate journey across the vast ocean cradle your thoughts as you too begin your own gentle drift into the profound quietude of rest. A crocodilian chronicle. To truly comprehend the profound essence of the saltwater crocodile, this ancient mariner drifting across the world's warm waters, we must allow our minds to journey backward, far beyond the fleeting span of human memory, into the deep, echoing corridors of geological time. Imagine, if you will, a primordial Earth, a canvas of shifting continents and nascent life, where the very air hummed with different vibrations, and the sun cast its light upon landscapes utterly alien to our modern gaze. It is within this distant past, some 250 million years ago, during the Permian period, that the earliest ancestors of modern crocodiles began their slow, deliberate emergence. These were the Archosaurs, a formidable group of reptiles that would eventually branch into two grand lineages, one leading to the dinosaurs and ultimately to birds, and the other a separate, equally enduring path leading directly to the crocodiles we observe today. Picture these nascent forms, perhaps smaller, more agile, moving through dense, swampy forests where giant ferns and cycads dominated the flora, and the air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying vegetation. They were not yet the colossal riverine giants of our focus, but their skeletal structure, their basic reptilian blueprint, already held the faint, indelible promise of the crocodilian future. Their bodies were beginning to refine the architecture that would prove so remarkably successful, a testament to efficiency and adaptive brilliance. As the Triassic period unfurled some 230 million years ago, these early crocodilian relatives, known as crocodilomorphs, began to diversify with an astonishing evolutionary creativity. This was an era of intense innovation, a time when life experimented with myriad forms. Some crocodilomorphs were slender, long-legged creatures more akin to terrestrial predators, running swiftly across the dry lands in pursuit of prey, their bodies built for speed rather than submerged ambush. Others adapted to fully marine environments, evolving paddle-like limbs and fish-like tails, becoming sleek, ocean-dwelling hunters that traversed the vast ancient seas alongside ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs. Imagine these creatures, their scales glinting under the primeval sun, diving into turquoise waters, their forms perfectly sculpted by the relentless pressures of their watery world. They were a testament to the versatility of the crocodilian design, a shape that could be molded and refined to conquer vastly different ecological niches. The Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, often referred to as the age of dinosaurs, saw the crocodilian lineage continue its quiet, persistent journey of adaptation and survival. While towering sauropods grazed on distant plains and formidable tyrannosaurs stalked their prey, the ancestors of modern crocodiles maintained their dominion in the waterways. This was not a time of stagnation, but rather of subtle, continuous refinement. Some forms grew to truly immense proportions, dwarfing even modern saltwater crocodiles. Consider Sarcosuchus imperator, a creature that lived approximately 112 million years ago. Its fossil remains revealing a length of up to 12 meters, a colossal river monster whose skull alone could be longer than a human being. Its jaws were lined with over 100 teeth, a formidable array for crushing the bones of its prey, which likely included large dinosaurs venturing too close to the water's edge. Simultaneously, other crocodilian relatives like the Metriorhynchidae, or sea crocodiles, continued to thrive in the marine realm, their bodies losing their bony armor in favor of sleek, unhindered movement through the open ocean. They developed powerful finned tails for propulsion and specialized salt glands, allowing them to drink seawater, a striking parallel to the adaptations of our modern saltwater crocodile. These were true oceanic predators, far from the murky riverbanks, hunting fish and marine reptiles in the sunlit upper layers of the ancient seas. Their existence paints a vivid picture of the crocodilian lineage's ancient mastery of the marine environment, long before Crocodilus porosus began its own oceanic wanderings. Then came the cataclysm approximately 66 million years ago, a moment of profound global upheaval known as the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. A colossal asteroid, perhaps 10 kilometers in diameter, collided with Earth, unleashing an unimaginable torrent of energy. The impact triggered widespread wildfires, acid rain, and a prolonged period of global cooling as dust and debris choked the atmosphere, plunging the planet into a chilling, prolonged twilight. This event brought about the demise of 3/4 of all plant and animal species, including all non-avian dinosaurs, those magnificent rulers of the Mesozoic. Yet through this planetary trauma, the crocodilians endured. Scientists believe that several factors contributed to their remarkable survival. Their semi-aquatic lifestyle offered a refuge from the immediate devastation of terrestrial fires and the subsequent atmospheric changes. Their ability to burrow into mud or seek shelter in water likely protected them from extreme temperature fluctuations. Furthermore, their generalist diet, allowing them to subsist on a wide range of available food sources, from fish and insects to carrion, proved to be a crucial advantage in a world where specialized food chains collapsed. Their slower metabolism, enabling them to survive long periods without food, also played a vital role in navigating the scarcity that followed the extinction event. While many forms vanished, the core crocodilian blueprint, honed over countless millennia, proved robust enough to weather even such an extraordinary global catastrophe. As the dust settled and the Earth slowly began its recovery in the Cenozoic era, the age of mammals, the crocodilians diversified once more, filling ecological niches left vacant by the extinction. This period saw the emergence of the true crocodiles, the family Crocodilidae, to which Crocodilus porosus belongs. The forms became more specialized, with adaptations reflecting their roles as apex predators in the warming, re-greening world. The genus Crocodilus itself began to take shape, its members spreading across the tropical and subtropical regions of the globe, each species subtly adapted to its particular environment, yet all bearing the unmistakable hallmarks of their ancient lineage. Within this lineage, the saltwater crocodile, Crocodilus porosus, represents a pinnacle of crocodilian evolution, a living embodiment of ancient success intertwined with modern adaptation. Its specific journey saw the refinement of those very marine adaptations that were present in its distant ancestors. The ability to excrete salt, a trait seen in those ancient sea crocodiles, was perfected. The powerful hydrodynamic body capable of both explosive bursts and sustained energy-efficient drifting was honed. Its immense size, a deterrent to most other predators, became a defining characteristic, allowing it to dominate its estuarine and coastal domains. Thus, when we gaze upon a saltwater crocodile silently observing its surroundings from the tranquil surface of a tidal river, or perhaps spotting its dark form far out at sea, we are not merely looking at an animal of the present day. We are witnessing a living echo of deep time, a creature whose very existence is a chronicle of survival, adaptation, and enduring power. Its scales carry the stories of 250 million years of Earth's history, its ancient eyes reflecting the light of countless suns that have risen and set over evolving landscapes. It is a creature that has seen continents drift apart, mountains rise and fall, and entire epochs of life flourish and fade. Yet its fundamental form, its predatory mastery, has remained a constant, powerful presence. This enduring design, often referred to as a living fossil, though this term can be misleading as evolution is a continuous process, speaks to a profound success. It is not that crocodilians have stopped evolving, but rather that their basic body plan, their suite of adaptations, achieved such a high degree of efficiency and versatility early on that major structural changes were simply not necessary for their continued prosperity. They represent a testament to the power of natural selection, a silent, armored sentinel that has patiently navigated the vast, turbulent river of time, carrying within its very being the whispers and echoes of a truly ancient past. Allow this profound sense of antiquity, this deep, slow rhythm of geological time, to gently settle upon your thoughts, guiding you further into the quiet depths of rest. Anatomy of a silent hunter. From the ancient chronicles of their lineage, we turn our gaze now to the physical marvel that is the saltwater crocodile. Crocodilus porosus, a living sculpture of evolutionary perfection, an armored majesty designed for silent dominion. Its very form is a testament to millions of years of refinement, a streamlined, low-slung architecture built for both explosive power and unhurried stealth within the aquatic realm. Imagine a dark, elongated torpedo, its surface textured with the wisdom of ages moving through the water, with an almost imperceptible ripple. A creature whose body is a perfectly integrated system of offense, defense, and unparalleled sensory acuity. Let us begin with its exterior, a formidable carapace of protection and perception. The skin of a saltwater crocodile is not merely a covering, it is a dense, intricate suit of natural armor, a mosaic of hardened scales known as osteoderms. These are not superficial epidermal scales, but rather bony plates embedded within the dermal layer, providing an extraordinary shield against physical trauma, whether from the struggles of prey, the clashes with rivals, or the abrasive forces of its environment. Each osteoderm is a small, irregular polygon, varying in size and shape across its body, forming a rugged, almost geological landscape across its back and flanks. Feel in your mind's eye the coarse, unyielding texture of these plates, their surfaces often scarred and weathered, bearing the silent marks of a long and challenging life. Beneath these visible scales, the skin itself is incredibly tough, a thick, leathery hide that is both flexible enough for movement, yet robust enough to repel most attacks. This armor is not uniform. It is heaviest and most pronounced along the dorsal surface, the back, where it forms a continuous interlocking shield gradually thinning on the softer underbelly, which remains vulnerable, a strategic point of attack in territorial disputes. Embedded within these scales, particularly along the jaws and flanks, are thousands of tiny dark pores, the integumentary sensory organs or ISOs. These are not merely decorative, they are exquisitely sensitive mechanoreceptors, transforming the crocodile's entire skin into a vast, distributed sensory array. Picture these minute dots, each one a miniature antenna, capable of detecting the most subtle vibrations in the water, the faintest ripples from a distant splash, or the almost imperceptible pressure, changes generated by a fish swimming meters away. They allow the crocodile to perceive its surroundings with an astonishing clarity, even in conditions of complete darkness or murky water, effectively giving it a living sonar system. This sensitivity is so profound that a crocodile can discern the presence of prey by the mere disturbance it creates in the water, turning the liquid medium into an extension of its own senses. Moving towards the anterior, the head of the saltwater crocodile is a masterpiece of predatory engineering. Its skull is long and robust, a heavy bony structure built to withstand immense forces. The snout is relatively broad and flat in adult individuals, especially males, a shape that helps to distribute the pressure of its powerful bite. Positioned high on the dorsal surface of the head are its eyes, small, yet piercing, often appearing as two unblinking golden orbs that break the surface of the water. This elevated placement allows the crocodile to remain almost entirely submerged, its body hidden beneath the waterline, while its eyes diligently scan the banks or the surface for any sign of movement. Its vision is acute, particularly in low-light conditions, aided by a reflective layer behind the retina called the tapetum lucidum, which amplifies available light, granting it superior nocturnal sight. A nictitating membrane, a transparent third eyelid, can sweep across the eye, protecting it underwater, while maintaining visual clarity, a silent internal shutter. Just anterior to the eyes, also positioned high on the snout, are the nostrils. These are equipped with muscular valves that can seal tightly shut when the crocodile submerges, preventing water from entering its respiratory passages. This allows it to breathe efficiently with only a tiny portion of its snout exposed, further enhancing its stealth. Its ears, though not externally visible in the way mammalian ears are also equipped with protective flaps that can seal shut, safeguarding the delicate auditory structures when underwater. These hidden ears are sensitive to both airborne sounds and vibrations transmitted through the water and ground, providing a comprehensive auditory picture of its environment. Now, consider the jaws, the most iconic and terrifying aspect of its anatomy. The mouth of a saltwater crocodile is a weapon of unparalleled power. Its bite force is truly immense, measured at over 3,700 pounds per square inch (psi), in large individuals, making it the strongest bite force ever recorded for any living animal. To put this into perspective, the bite force of a lion is around 650 psi, and a great white shark is approximately 625 psi. This colossal force is generated by massive adductor muscles that fill the entire rear of the skull, contracting with incredible power to snap the jaws shut. Yet paradoxically, the muscles responsible for opening the jaws are remarkably weak, allowing a human to hold a crocodile's mouth shut with relatively little effort, a striking contrast to its closing power. Within these formidable jaws are approximately 64 to 68 conical, peg-like teeth, each one a sharp, bone-crushing instrument. These teeth are designed for gripping and holding, not for chewing or tearing in the mammalian sense. They are replaced continuously throughout the crocodile's life, with new teeth growing beneath the old ones, ensuring a constant supply of sharp, effective weaponry. The palate, the roof of its mouth, is a bony structure that completely separates the air passage from the mouth cavity, allowing the crocodile to breathe even when its mouth is full of water or submerged prey. This unique adaptation, coupled with a specialized flap of skin at the back of its throat, creates a watertight seal, enabling it to open its mouth underwater without drowning, a crucial feature for its aquatic predatory lifestyle. And hidden beneath this bony palate on the tongue itself are the specialized salt glands, the physiological marvels that allow the saltwater crocodile to excrete excess salt, liberating it from the constant need for fresh water and enabling its vast oceanic journeys. The body itself, from the powerful neck to the base of the tail, is a dense cylinder of muscle and bone. Its limbs, though seemingly short and stocky, are incredibly strong. The forelimbs with 5 digits are used for bracing and steering, while the hind limbs with 4 webbed digits provide powerful thrust for terrestrial movement and assist in propelling it through water. The webbing on the hind feet is not primarily for swimming. The tail takes on that role. Instead, the webbed feet provide a larger surface area for pushing off the riverbed or for making quick, agile turns in shallow water, contributing to its overall maneuverability. Its claws are sharp and robust, useful for digging nests, gripping terrain, and sometimes for raking prey. The undisputed engine of the saltwater crocodile's aquatic prowess is its tail. Accounting for almost half of its total body length, this colossal appendage is a flattened muscular blade, tapering from a thick base to a powerful whip-like tip. It is the primary means of propulsion through water, undulating from side to side, with immense force driving the massive body forward, with remarkable speed and efficiency. In the water, the limbs are often tucked against the body, minimizing drag, allowing the tail to do all the work. Beyond propulsion, the tail serves as a formidable weapon capable of delivering crushing blows to prey or rivals, and is an indispensable tool in the infamous death roll. It also functions as a rudder guiding the crocodile's trajectory, with subtle, powerful movements allowing it to navigate complex underwater environments with precision. Internally, the saltwater crocodile reveals further marvels of adaptation. Its respiratory system is highly efficient, featuring unique lungs and a specialized diaphragmatic muscle often referred to as a hepatic piston. This muscle, which attaches to the liver, pulls it backward, creating a vacuum that draws air into the lungs, much like a mammalian diaphragm. This allows for deep, efficient breaths and contributes to its remarkable ability to hold its breath for extended periods, sometimes over an hour when resting or submerged in cool water. Its circulatory system is also unique. While possessing a 4-chambered heart similar to birds and mammals, crocodiles have a specialized structure called the foramen of Panizza. This aperture connects the left and right aortas, allowing for blood shunting. Scientists theorize this shunting mechanism enables crocodiles to bypass the pulmonary circulation and direct deoxygenated blood to the stomach and other digestive organs during long dives or after a large meal. This might aid in digestion by increasing acidity and allowing for more efficient absorption of nutrients, a crucial adaptation for a predator that consumes large, infrequent meals. Its skeletal structure is robust and heavy, providing stability in the water and a strong framework for its powerful musculature. The bones are dense, contributing to its negative buoyancy, allowing it to sink and remain submerged with minimal effort. Its digestive system is equally formidable, capable of breaking down bone hide and even metal. Powerful stomach acids, among the strongest in the animal kingdom, rapidly dissolve prey. Crocodiles also often swallow gastroliths or stomach stones. While their precise function is debated, scientists believe these stones may act as ballast aiding in buoyancy control during dives, or assist in grinding down tough food items within the stomach, a silent internal mill. The brain of the crocodile, while relatively small in proportion to its immense body, is highly developed for its specific needs. It efficiently processes the complex sensory input from its eyes, ears, and those remarkable iosos integrating this information to create a precise three-dimensional map of its environment. Its instincts for hunting, territoriality, and reproduction are deeply ingrained, guiding its behavior with ancient, unwavering precision. As an ectotherm or cold-blooded animal, its metabolism is highly dependent on external temperatures. This allows it to conserve enormous amounts of energy, spending long periods in a state of quiet contemplation, basking in the sun to warm its body, or retreating into cooler waters to prevent overheating. This energy efficiency is a cornerstone of its predatory strategy, enabling it to wait for days, even weeks, between meals, a patient living engine of ancient power. Allow the intricate details of this magnificent creature's anatomy to slowly unfold in your mind, each scale, each muscle, each hidden gland, a testament to an enduring evolutionary journey. Picture its armored form, its silent senses, its powerful jaws, all perfectly integrated into a singular, awe-inspiring predator. Let this vision of its perfected design, its quiet strength, gently deepen your own sense of calm, drawing you further into the peaceful, heavy quietude of sleep. Navigating a shaded world within the quiet, often murky embrace of its estuarine and oceanic world. The saltwater crocodile navigates not merely by sight, but by a profound orchestration of senses. A complex symphony of perception that allows it to thrive in environments where visibility often dwindles to mere inches. It is a creature intimately attuned to the subtle whispers of its surroundings, a master of a shaded realm where light often struggles to penetrate, and the very water becomes a conduit for vital information. This intricate sensory suite allows it to operate with chilling efficiency, transforming its habitat into a vast, living map of opportunities and threats. Let us first consider its vision, the windows to its world. The eyes of a saltwater crocodile, though appearing relatively small and impassive, are exquisitely adapted for both its aerial and aquatic existence, and for the dim light of dawn, dusk, and night. Positioned high on its head, they allow the crocodile to remain almost entirely submerged, its colossal body hidden beneath the surface, while its golden reptilian gaze silently scans the banks or the water's expanse. This strategic placement provides a crucial advantage for ambush predation, minimizing its visible profile to unsuspecting prey. Its pupils are vertically slit, a common adaptation among nocturnal or crepuscular predators, allowing for a wide range of light regulation, from wide dilation in darkness to a narrow slit in bright sunlight. Behind its retina lies a specialized reflective layer, the tapetum lucidum, much like that found in cats and owls. This mirror-like structure reflects light that has passed through the photoreceptor cells, back onto them, effectively giving the retina a second chance to absorb photons. This amplification of available light grants the crocodile superior night vision, allowing it to hunt effectively under the cloak of stars or the soft glow of the moon, transforming the darkest waters into a discernible landscape. When caught in a beam of light at night, its eyes glow with an eerie reflective intensity, a silent testament to this internal light-gathering mechanism. Furthermore, a transparent nictitating membrane, a third eyelid, can sweep horizontally across the eye, This protective shield allows the crocodile to see clearly underwater, guarding its delicate ocular surface from debris and the abrasive effects of water while maintaining an unobstructed view of its submerged domain. This silent internal shutter is a marvel of adaptation, enabling seamless transition between aerial and aquatic visual tasks. Beyond the visible spectrum, the crocodile's world is also defined by sound, or more accurately, by vibrations. Its ears, though lacking external pinnae, like mammals, are remarkably sensitive instruments capable of detecting a wide range of frequencies, both in the air and crucially through the water and ground. Small, circular openings protected by muscular flaps that can seal tightly shut when submerged house the internal auditory structures. These flaps are vital, preventing water from entering the ear canal during dives, yet allowing for rapid reopening to perceive sounds when the head is above water. In the aquatic environment, sound travels significantly faster and further than in air, and the crocodile's skull itself acts as a receiver, conducting vibrations directly to the inner ear. Imagine the subtle thud of an animal walking along a distant riverbank, or the faint splash of a fish jumping far away. These minute disturbances are translated into meaningful information, alerting the silent hunter to potential opportunities. This ability to perceive seismic vibrations through the ground and water allows it to anticipate the approach of large animals even before they are within visual range, turning the very earth and water into a vast, resonating drum of information. While not as dominant as its other senses, the saltwater crocodile possesses a keen sense of smell, particularly for detecting carrion or the scent of blood in the water. Its nostrils, situated high on its snout, are not only for breathing, but also house olfactory receptors that can pick up chemical cues from the environment. As it cruises the surface, it may hold its snout slightly out of the water, drawing in air to sample the airborne scents, or when submerged, it can detect dissolved chemicals in the water. This allows it to locate decaying carcasses of valuable food source, or to follow the faint chemical trail of a wounded animal. Its tongue, though largely immobile and flattened, also possesses taste buds, contributing to its ability to discern edible from inedible matter once prey is within its powerful jaws. These chemosensory abilities, though subtle, add another layer of detail to its perception of its complex world. However, it is the crocodile's extraordinary sense of touch and pressure, often referred to as its sixth sense, that truly sets it apart, allowing it to navigate and hunt with unparalleled precision in its shaded, watery realm. This remarkable capability is primarily attributed to the integumentary sensory organs, or iosos, thousands of tiny, dark, dome-shaped pores distributed across its entire body, but especially concentrated on the scales of its jaws and head. These are not merely pores. They are highly specialized mechanoreceptors, biological transducers that convert physical stimuli into electrical signals that the crocodile's brain can interpret. Imagine each ISO as a miniature, incredibly sensitive radar dish constantly monitoring its immediate surroundings. These organs are so finely tuned that they can detect the most minute changes in water pressure ripples, as faint as a single raindrop hitting the surface meters away, or the almost imperceptible displacement of water caused by a fish subtly shifting its fins. This profound sensitivity allows the crocodile to create a detailed three-dimensional map of its aquatic environment, even in complete darkness or in water so turbid that sight is rendered useless. It can pinpoint the exact location of prey, its size, and even its movement patterns, all through the subtle disturbances it creates in the water. Scientists believe that these ISOs are multifunctional, providing a wealth of sensory data. Beyond mechanoreception, some theories suggest they may also be sensitive to salinity changes, helping the crocodile to navigate between freshwater and saltwater environments, or even to temperature fluctuations aiding in thermoregulation. Their concentration on the jaws is particularly significant for hunting. When a crocodile performs its ambush strike, often in low visibility, these ISOs allow it to precisely locate and orient towards its target in the final moments before impact, ensuring a devastatingly accurate bite. It is a silent, living sonar, allowing the predator to feel its way through the water, transforming the liquid medium into a rich network of sensory information. This capacity for tactile perception in water is far more sophisticated than the lateral line system found in fish, representing a pinnacle of reptilian sensory evolution. All these senses, the keen low-light vision, the acute perception of vibrations, the subtle chemosensory abilities, and the extraordinary tactile sensitivity of its ISOs, do not operate in isolation. Instead, they are seamlessly integrated by the crocodile's brain, creating a comprehensive, multi-layered perception of its world. Picture a crocodile submerged, its eyes scanning the surface, its ears attuned to distant sounds, its nostrils sampling the water, and its entire skin bristling with the subtle signals of water movement. This combined sensory input allows it to build a holistic understanding of its environment far beyond what any single sense could provide. It is this integrated sensory mastery that enables the saltwater crocodile to be such an incredibly effective and enduring predator, capable of navigating and dominating its shaded, often challenging aquatic habitats with an ancient, unwavering precision. As you allow these intricate details of its perception to gently settle within your thoughts, imagine the quiet intensity of its world, a realm filled with unseen movements, subtle pressures, and distant whispers. Let the profound sensitivity of this ancient reptile guide your own mind into a deeper state of calm as your awareness of the external world slowly softens and you drift towards the quiet, peaceful embrace of sleep. Osmoregulation and aquatic mastery. Within the vast, shimmering expanse where freshwater rivers finally surrender to the immense rhythmic pulse of the ocean, the saltwater crocodile finds its true, profound sanctuary. This is a realm of shifting salinity, a challenging environment that would prove inhospitable, even fatal to most reptiles. Yet for Crocodilus porosus, this ever-changing liquid landscape is not merely survivable, but a domain of unparalleled mastery, a testament to a suite of extraordinary physiological adaptations that allow it to thrive where others cannot. Its ability to navigate and dominate this saline world is a quiet marvel of biological engineering, a deep, slow breath of evolutionary success. The fundamental challenge of living in saltwater for any terrestrial or semi-aquatic animal lies in the principle of osmosis. Imagine, if you will, the delicate balance of fluids within the body, a carefully maintained internal ocean, where the concentration of salts is lower than that of the surrounding seawater. In such a scenario, water, following its natural inclination, tends to flow out of the body through permeable membranes towards the higher salt concentration in the external environment. This relentless outward pull of water leads to dehydration, a slow, insidious draining of life-sustaining moisture from the cells and tissues. Simultaneously, if the animal ingests seawater, it introduces an overwhelming influx of excess salt into its system, which can quickly become toxic, disrupting cellular functions and overwhelming the kidneys. For most reptiles, this osmotic stress is an insurmountable barrier, confining them strictly to freshwater habitats. However, the saltwater crocodile possesses a remarkable ancient solution to this profound physiological dilemma: specialized salt glands. These are not grand external organs, but rather subtle, crucial structures nestled on its tongue, primarily on the dorsal surface, though some research suggests additional glands may exist elsewhere. These glands are microscopic powerhouses, intricate networks of tubules and capillaries designed with exquisite precision to extract and excrete excess sodium chloride from the crocodile's bloodstream. Imagine these tiny, hidden factories silently working to maintain internal equilibrium, tirelessly filtering the blood and concentrating the unwanted salts. The result is a highly concentrated brine, a liquid far saltier than the crocodile's own blood or the surrounding seawater, which is then expelled from the body. This excretion often takes the form of visible droplets, like tiny shimmering tears, that can be observed on the surface of the tongue or around the eyes when the crocodile has been in a highly saline environment. This is not weeping in the emotional sense, but rather a profound physiological release, a quiet shedding of the very salts that would otherwise poison its system. The efficiency of these glands is astonishing, allowing the crocodile to drink seawater, to consume marine prey, and to absorb salts through its skin without succumbing to the dehydrating effects of its environment. This unique adaptation is the cornerstone of its ability to be a true ancient mariner, liberating it from the constant need for freshwater sources and opening up the vast nutrient-rich highways of the open ocean for dispersal and hunting. While the salt glands are the primary mechanism for expelling excess sodium chloride, the crocodile's kidneys also play a vital, though different, role in osmoregulation. Unlike the highly efficient salt glands, the reptilian kidney is not particularly adept at excreting large amounts of salt. Instead, its strength lies in its ability to conserve water. The kidneys meticulously filter waste products from the blood-producing urine that is often highly concentrated, extracting as much water as possible before excretion. This water-saving strategy complements the salt glands' work, ensuring that precious bodily fluids are retained even as salts are actively expelled. The interplay between these two systems, the kidneys conserving water and the salt glands expelling salt, creates a robust, resilient internal environment, allowing the crocodile to maintain its delicate physiological balance amidst the fluctuating salinities of its diverse habitats. Beyond the internal chemistry of salt management, the saltwater crocodile exhibits an unparalleled mastery of its aquatic medium, a suite of physical and behavioral adaptations that transform it into a living extension of the water itself. Consider its buoyancy control a silent, precise dance with gravity and density. Its bones are exceptionally dense, contributing to its overall negative buoyancy, meaning it naturally tends to sink. This is a crucial advantage for a bottom-dwelling ambush predator, allowing it to remain submerged with minimal effort, conserving precious energy. Yet it is not simply a heavy stone. Its large, efficient lungs can be inflated or deflated with remarkable precision, acting as internal pontoons. By subtly adjusting the volume of air in its lungs, the crocodile can rise or sink silently through the water column, hovering at desired depths, or slowly ascending to the surface for a breath. Adding another layer to this hydrostatic control, many scientists believe that the gastroliths or stomach stones, often found in the crocodile's digestive tract, serve as additional ballast. Imagine these smooth, heavy stones, perhaps weighing several kilograms in a large individual, acting as internal weights, further enhancing its negative buoyancy and stability during dives. This internal ballast, combined with precise lung control, grants the crocodile an almost effortless command over its submerged movements, allowing it to drift with an ethereal stillness a dark, textured shadow in the liquid depths. Its ability to hold its breath for extended periods is equally astonishing, a testament to its highly efficient respiratory and circulatory systems. While actively hunting a crocodile might hold its breath for 20 to 30 minutes. However, when resting or submerged in cool water, its metabolic rate slows dramatically, allowing it to remain underwater for over an hour, sometimes even several hours, with minimal oxygen consumption. This is facilitated by its unique respiratory system, which includes a specialized diaphragmatic muscle, often referred to as a hepatic piston. This muscle attached to the liver pulls it backward, creating a vacuum that draws air into the lungs with remarkable efficiency, allowing for deep, comprehensive breaths. Furthermore, its four-chambered heart, while structurally similar to that of birds and mammals, possesses a unique bypass mechanism, the foramen of Panizza. This small aperture connects the left and right aortas, allowing the crocodile to shunt blood away from its pulmonary circulation to the lungs and direct it to other parts of the body, particularly the digestive system. Scientists theorize this blood shunting is crucial during long dives, conserving oxygen by reducing blood flow to the lungs when breathing is not possible, and after a large meal where it may enhance digestion by increasing stomach acidity and nutrient absorption. This internal rerouting of blood flow is a silent, elegant solution to the challenges of prolonged submersion and infrequent heavy feeding. The crocodile's overall body shape is a triumph of hydrodynamic design. Its long, flattened body, tapering head, and powerful laterally compressed tail minimize drag, allowing it to glide through the water with remarkable efficiency. Its limbs, powerful for terrestrial movement, are typically tucked against its body when swimming further, streamlining its form. The tail, a colossal muscular engine, undulates from side to side, with immense force, propelling the massive body forward with explosive speed when needed, or with an unhurried, almost imperceptible grace during silent patrols. This aquatic mastery extends to its sensory perception within the water. As we explored in the previous chapter, its integumentary sensory organs, those thousands of tiny pressure receptors embedded in its skin, transform the entire body into a vast, distributed sonar system. These ISOs allow it to detect minute changes in water pressure, the faintest ripples from distant movements, or the precise location of prey in complete darkness. Coupled with its excellent low-light vision and sensitivity to underwater vibrations, these senses collectively provide an unparalleled awareness of its liquid environment, allowing it to navigate, hunt, and survive with chilling precision. Even its thermoregulation contributes to its aquatic dominance. As an ectotherm, its body temperature is regulated by external sources. It will bask on sun-drenched banks or logs to absorb solar energy, raising its core temperature to optimal levels for metabolic processes. When it becomes too warm, it retreats into the cooler waters, using the thermal mass of the liquid to dissipate excess heat. This behavioral thermoregulation, combined with its slow metabolism, allows it to conserve enormous amounts of energy, enabling long periods of rest and patient waiting, a crucial strategy for a large ambush predator. Allow these intricate details of its physiological and physical adaptations to gently unfold in your mind, painting a picture of a creature perfectly sculpted by eons of evolution for its watery domain. Imagine the silent efficiency of its salt glands, the precise control of its buoyancy, the ancient wisdom embedded in its breath-holding capacity. Let this profound mastery of its saline sanctuary, this deep, quiet strength, lull your own thoughts into a state of serene contemplation as you too begin your gentle drift into the calm, restorative depths of sleep. Journeys beyond the shore. From the intricate internal workings that allow the saltwater crocodile to withstand the challenges of salinity, we now turn our attention to the most enigmatic and awe-inspiring aspect of its existence, its profound capacity for oceanic travel. Imagine, if you will, not merely a creature confined to the muddy banks of a river or the tangled roots of a mangrove forest, but a silent, armored voyager drifting far beyond the familiar sight of land, carried by the invisible hands of the ocean's vast currents. This is the reality of Crocodilus porosus, a reptile whose journeys across open water can span hundreds, even thousands of kilometers, connecting disparate landmasses and weaving its ancient presence into the very fabric of the Indo-Pacific seascape. The observation of large saltwater crocodiles far out at sea, sometimes hundreds of kilometers from the nearest coastline, has long fascinated naturalists and scientists alike. Picture a vast cerulean expanse broken only by the gentle undulation of waves under a boundless sky. And then, a dark, textured form seemingly inanimate floating with an uncanny stillness upon the surface, its eyes just breaking the waterline, reflecting the distant light. These are not isolated incidents, but rather a recurring phenomenon that underscores the species' remarkable adaptability and the sheer scale of its dispersal capabilities. It is a testament to a deep, ancient wanderlust, an instinctual drive to explore and populate new territories. Scientists currently theorize that these extraordinary oceanic voyages serve several critical ecological purposes. Primarily, they facilitate dispersal, allowing crocodiles to move from overcrowded habitats, where resources may be scarce or competition fierce, to new, uninhabited islands or coastal regions. This expansive movement is vital for the genetic health of the species, preventing inbreeding and promoting gene flow across widely separated populations. Imagine a young, ambitious crocodile driven by an innate urge to find its own territory, its own hunting grounds, embarking on a journey across the open sea, seeking a new beginning. Furthermore, these journeys can be a response to environmental changes such as floods or droughts that alter their freshwater habitats, or perhaps even a pursuit of seasonal food sources that might become temporarily abundant along distant coastlines. The ocean for these creatures is not a barrier, but a vast, shimmering highway. The primary mechanism behind these incredible journeys is believed to be a sophisticated, often passive utilization of ocean currents. Unlike marine mammals or pelagic fish that actively swim for prolonged periods across vast distances, the saltwater crocodile is a master of energy conservation. Instead of expending precious energy fighting against the powerful forces of the sea, it intelligently surrenders to them, allowing itself to be carried along by the slow, inexorable flow of the currents. Imagine the crocodile positioning its colossal body in a way that minimizes drag, perhaps with limbs tucked close, its powerful tail gently undulating to maintain direction or stability, but primarily allowing the water itself to do the work. This is a profound strategy, transforming a potentially exhausting endeavor into an energy-efficient drift. How does a crocodile detect and utilize these currents with such precision? While not fully understood, scientists believe it involves a combination of sensory cues. The highly sensitive integumentary sensory organs, or ISOs, that pepper its skin likely play a crucial role. These mechanoreceptors, as we discussed, can detect minute changes in water pressure and flow. Imagine the subtle changes in the current's speed and direction being translated into a tangible map of water movement, allowing the crocodile to sense the strongest, most favorable currents. It can then orient its body, perhaps by subtle shifts of its tail or limbs, to catch the current, most effectively becoming a living raft, a dark, textured log, effortlessly borne along by the ocean's unseen rivers. This passive drifting is a testament to their incredibly low metabolic rate, a hallmark of their ectothermic nature. When basking on a sunny bank, their body temperature rises, allowing for bursts of activity. But when submerged or drifting in cooler water, their metabolism slows dramatically, allowing them to conserve energy for extended periods. This means they can survive for weeks, even months, without food, a crucial adaptation for long oceanic voyages where prey might be scarce. The energy stored from a single large meal can fuel weeks of slow, deliberate drifting, transforming their immense bodies into living reservoirs of sustenance. While passive drifting is key, active swimming also plays a role, albeit a more limited one due to its higher energy cost. When a crocodile needs to navigate a specific stretch of water, avoid an obstacle, or make a final push towards a visible landmass, its powerful laterally compressed tail becomes a formidable engine. With rhythmic, sinuous undulations, the tail propels the massive body forward with surprising speed and agility over shorter distances. Its webbed hind feet may provide some steering or additional thrust, though the tail remains the primary propeller. Imagine the sheer force generated by that colossal muscle, pushing against the water, driving the armored form through the waves. However, sustaining such active swimming for long periods would be metabolically expensive, reinforcing the importance of current-assisted travel for true long-distance journeys. The challenge of dehydration, a profound threat in a saltwater environment, is masterfully overcome by their specialized salt glands, as we explored in the previous chapter. This physiological marvel, allowing them to excrete excess salt and drink seawater, is perhaps the single most critical adaptation that enables their oceanic lifestyle. Without this internal desalination plant, their ventures beyond the freshwater estuaries would be short-lived and fatal. Imagine the constant internal processing, the silent work of those glands, ensuring that every gulp of salty ocean water, every bite of marine prey, does not lead to a slow, irreversible desiccation. It is a quiet, continuous miracle of internal balance. But how do these ancient mariners navigate the vast, featureless expanse of the open ocean? This remains one of the more profound mysteries. While humans rely on celestial navigation, GPS or detailed maps, the crocodile must possess an innate, instinctual compass. Scientists currently theorize several possibilities. One compelling hypothesis suggests they may possess a magnetoreception sense similar to that found in sea turtles and some birds. Imagine their bodies being subtly attuned to the Earth's magnetic field, allowing them to perceive direction and perhaps even latitude, guiding them across the trackless ocean. They might also utilize celestial cues such as the position of the sun during the day or the patterns of stars at night, though direct evidence for this in crocodilians is still being gathered. Olfactory cues. The faint scents carried on the wind or dissolved in the water could also guide them towards distant land masses, detecting the unique chemical signatures of river outflows or coastal vegetation. It is a silent, internal knowing, a deep, ancient wisdom embedded within their very being, directing them across the boundless blue. The risks of such journeys are, of course, immense. Powerful storms can batter and disorient them, forcing them off course or even leading to injury. Prolonged periods without food, despite their low metabolism, can eventually deplete their energy reserves. And while large adult saltwater crocodiles have few natural predators, the vastness of the ocean holds its own dangers, from large sharks in certain areas to the sheer unpredictability of the elements. Yet despite these challenges, the evidence for their successful oceanic dispersal is overwhelming. Genetic studies comparing crocodile populations across different islands and continents reveal a remarkable degree of genetic connectivity, suggesting that individuals regularly travel between these seemingly isolated land masses. Tracking data using satellite tags attached to crocodiles has provided direct, undeniable proof of these epic journeys, showing individuals traveling hundreds of kilometers in the open ocean, often following major current systems. These scientific observations confirm what anecdotal reports from sailors and coastal dwellers have long hinted at: the saltwater crocodile is not merely a river dweller, but a true denizen of the tropical seas. This extraordinary behavior of oceanic drifting and dispersal has played a crucial role in shaping the saltwater crocodile's incredibly wide geographic distribution. From the western coast of India across the archipelagos of Southeast Asia, through the islands of Indonesia and Papua New Guinea, and down to the northern reaches of Australia, its presence is a testament to its ability to cross vast expanses of open water. Imagine the slow, deliberate colonization of new territories generation after generation, each journey a testament to resilience and an unwavering drive to survive and thrive. This ancient mariner, carried by the rhythm of the tides and the silent strength of the currents, connects the distant corners of its tropical world, a living bridge across the dreaming ocean. Allow this grand vision of its oceanic wanderings to gently fill your mind, the image of a colossal armored form, drifting silently across the vast, shimmering expanse. Let the slow, powerful rhythm of the ocean currents carrying this ancient predator on its timeless journeys. Lull your own thoughts into a state of profound calm as you too begin to drift effortlessly into the deep, quiet sanctuary of sleep. Strategies of the apex predator. From the profound, silent journeys across the vast, dreaming ocean, we now turn our focus to the intimate theater of survival that unfolds along the shaded banks and within the murky depths of its domain. Here, the saltwater crocodile. Crocodilus porosus reveals its true genius as an apex predator, a master of the patient ambush, a living embodiment of ancient, unwavering strategy. Its hunting methods are a testament to efficiency, power, and an almost meditative stillness, transforming its environment into a perfectly calibrated trap. Imagine, if you will, the slow, deliberate passage of time along a tropical riverbank. The air hangs heavy with humidity, the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves mingling with the salty tang of the tidal waters. A large saltwater crocodile, perhaps 5 or 6 meters in length, lies almost entirely submerged, its dark, textured form barely distinguishable from a floating log or a patch of debris. Only its eyes, those piercing golden orbs, and the subtle, barely perceptible bumps of its nostrils break the surface like 2 ancient periscopes scanning an unsuspecting world. This is not a creature driven by hurried impulse, but by an ancient, profound patience. Days can bleed into weeks, and weeks into months, during which the crocodile might remain in a favored ambush spot, conserving its immense energy, observing, waiting. This patient waiting is not merely a tactic, it is a profound physiological strategy, allowing it to survive for extended periods on infrequent substantial meals. Its low metabolic rate, a hallmark of its ectothermic nature, means it requires far less energy than a warm-blooded predator of comparable size, making long vigils not just possible, but highly advantageous. The art of stealth is paramount to its success. Its flattened, streamlined body is perfectly designed for silent movement through water. When it chooses to shift position, it does so with an almost ethereal grace, its powerful tail gently undulating, creating barely a ripple on the surface. Its limbs are often held close to its body, minimizing drag, allowing it to glide through the liquid medium like a shadow. The dark, often algae-covered coloration of its dorsal surface provides exceptional camouflage, blending seamlessly with the tannin-stained waters, the shadowed banks, and the intricate root systems of mangroves. From above, it appears as nothing more than a part of the natural landscape, an illusion that is crucial to its predatory success. This stealth is amplified by its extraordinary sensory capabilities. The integumentary sensory organs, or iosos, those thousands of minute pressure receptors embedded in its skin, transform its entire body into a vast distributed sonar system. Imagine the crocodile lying motionless, its iosos constantly monitoring the water, detecting the faintest ripple from a distant splash, the subtle pressure changes caused by a fish swimming by, or the almost imperceptible vibrations generated by an animal approaching the water's edge. Even in conditions of complete darkness or turbid water where sight is rendered useless, these organs provide a detailed three-dimensional map of its immediate surroundings, allowing it to pinpoint the exact location and movement of potential prey. Its keen low-light vision, amplified by the tapetum lucidum, allows it to hunt effectively during the twilight hours of dawn and dusk, when many prey animals are most active and least wary. Its hidden ears, sensitive to both airborne and waterborne vibrations, further enhance its awareness, picking up the rustle of leaves on the bank or the distant sounds of movement. This complex integration of senses allows the crocodile to build a comprehensive real-time understanding of its environment, a silent internal blueprint of opportunity. The selection of an ambush site is a critical component of its strategy. Saltwater crocodiles instinctively choose locations that offer both excellent concealment and high probability of prey encounters. These often include narrow river bends where animals must come to drink submerged logs, or dense patches of vegetation that provide cover, or shallow crossings where terrestrial animals are forced to enter the water. Imagine the crocodile patiently waiting beneath the overhang of a clay bank, or nestled among the intricate stilt-like roots of a mangrove tree, its massive form completely hidden, its presence betrayed only by the faintest glint of an eye or the subtle ripple of a nostril. It understands the habits and pathways of its prey with an ancient intuitive wisdom, positioning itself for maximum efficiency. Its diet is remarkably broad, reflecting its opportunistic nature as an apex predator. While smaller crocodiles might target fish, crustaceans, and insects, larger individuals are capable of taking down virtually any animal that ventures too close to the water. This can include a wide array of mammals such as wild pigs, deer water, buffalo dingoes, wallabies, and even cattle that graze along the riverbanks. Birds, reptiles, and even other crocodiles are also on its menu. The crocodile is not a picky eater. Any creature that offers a substantial meal and presents itself as an opportunity is fair game. This generalist approach further enhances its survival, allowing it to adapt to fluctuating prey availability within its diverse habitats. Then comes the moment of truth, the culmination of its profound patience and stealth, the strike. This is an explosion of primordial power, a sudden, terrifying shift from absolute stillness to overwhelming force. The attack is usually initiated from below the water or from the very edge, a sudden upward lunge that propels the colossal body out of the water with astonishing speed. Imagine the water erupting a colossal head, bursting forth jaws agape, snapping shut with a force that can exceed 3,700 pounds per square inch psi, one of the strongest bites in the animal kingdom. This immense pressure is generated by massive adductor muscles that fill the entire rear of its skull, contracting with incredible speed and power. The conical, peg-like teeth designed for gripping and holding rather than tearing sink deep into the flesh of the prey, preventing escape. The target of the strike is often strategic, aiming for the limb's torso or neck to disable the prey quickly. Once gripped, the crocodile does not release its hold. Its powerful jaws clamp down with an unyielding grip, and if the prey is large, the infamous death roll often follows. This is a terrifying maneuver where the crocodile, still firmly clamped onto its victim, begins to spin its body violently along its longitudinal axis, twisting and tearing at the flesh. Imagine the immense force of that rotating body, the incredible leverage generated by its powerful tail and dense musculature, designed to dismember large prey into manageable pieces, or to drown resistant victims. The death roll is a primal display of power, a highly effective method for subduing and dismembering prey that is too large to swallow whole. If the prey is small enough, it might be swallowed whole after the initial strike. For larger victims after the death roll, the crocodile may drag the carcass into a submerged log pile or a deep hole in the riverbed known as a larder, where it can be stored and consumed at leisure. The powerful digestive acids in its stomach, among the strongest in the animal kingdom, are capable of breaking down bone, hide, and even metal, ensuring that very little of the prey goes to waste. The crocodile's ability to hold its breath for extended periods, aided by its specialized respiratory and circulatory systems, allows it to drown its prey efficiently and to process its meal underwater, further enhancing its stealth and safety. This entire predatory sequence, from the patient vigil to the explosive strike and the subsequent dismemberment, is a masterclass in energy efficiency. The long periods of resting and waiting conserve metabolic energy, ensuring that the crocodile only expends its immense power when the opportunity is ripe and the chances of success are high. It is a creature that understands the profound value of its own energy, utilizing it with ancient wisdom and ruthless precision. Even young saltwater crocodiles, still learning the complex art of predation, exhibit these innate strategies. While their prey might be smaller, fish crabs, insects, their approach mirrors that of the adult stealth patience and a sudden, decisive strike. Over time, through observation and practice, they refine these ancient techniques, growing into the formidable patient hunters that dominate their estuarine and coastal worlds. Each individual crocodile, while adhering to the general blueprint of its species, might also develop its own preferred ambush spots, its own subtle variations. In technique, a unique predatory personality forged by experience and environment. Allow the image of this silent patient hunter, perfectly attuned to its shaded world, to gently settle in your mind. Imagine its unblinking eyes scanning the water, its entire body, a sensor waiting with profound stillness for the opportune moment. Let the deep, slow rhythm of its predatory existence, its ancient wisdom of patience and power, lull your own thoughts into a state of deep, quiet calm as you drift further into the peaceful, heavy embrace of sleep. Mechanics of the death roll. From the silent patient vigil and the explosive decisive strike, we now delve into the powerful, almost primal culmination of the saltwater crocodile's predatory repertoire, the unyielding grip and the terrifying mechanics of the death roll. This is a maneuver of sheer, unadulterated force, a testament to the immense power concentrated within its ancient form, designed to subdue, dismember, and ultimately consume large, struggling prey. Imagine a world where the very water becomes a fulcrum, and a colossal reptile transforms its body into a twisting, tearing force, an ancient engine of destruction. The foundation of the death roll lies in the saltwater crocodile's extraordinary bite force. Its jaws are not merely strong, they are engineered for an unyielding, crushing grip capable of delivering the highest bite force recorded for any living animal, exceeding 3,700 pounds per square inch PSI in large adults. To comprehend this force, envision the pressure of several small cars concentrated onto a single square inch, or the impact of a hydraulic press. This immense power is generated by massive adductor muscles that fill the entire rear of its skull, contracting with astonishing speed and intensity to snap the jaws shut. These muscles are so formidable that they constitute a significant portion of the crocodile's head mass, a testament to their critical role in its predatory life. Once the jaws clamp down, the array of some 64 to 68 conical interlocking teeth sink deep into the flesh of the prey. These teeth are not designed for chewing or slicing in the mammalian sense. They are built for piercing, gripping, and holding with an iron-clad tenacity. Each tooth is a sharp, robust peg, slightly recurved, ensuring that once it penetrates, it offers very little chance of release. The interlocking nature of the teeth with upper teeth fitting into grooves in the lower jaw further enhances the grip, creating a biological vice from which escape is virtually impossible. Imagine the sensation of those numerous sharp points sinking deep, anchoring the prey firmly in place, sealing its fate. With its prey firmly secured in its unyielding grip, the crocodile initiates the death roll. This maneuver is primarily employed against large, struggling animals that are too substantial to be swallowed whole or too powerful to be simply held down. Its purpose is twofold: to dismember the carcass into manageable pieces, and crucially, to drown the prey quickly and efficiently. Picture the crocodile still clamped onto its victim, beginning to rotate its entire body along its longitudinal axis, spinning rapidly and violently through the water. This is not a gentle swirl, but a powerful, controlled torsion, generating immense rotational force. The mechanics of this rotation are a marvel of biomechanical engineering. The crocodile's powerful laterally compressed tail acts as a primary propeller and rudder, initiating and sustaining the spin. Its dense, muscular body provides the necessary mass and inertia, while its strong limbs, often tucked close to the body, might be used to brace against the riverbed or to push off submerged obstacles, providing additional leverage and stability for the rotation. Imagine the immense torque generated by that colossal body twisting and turning, using the resistance of the water and the weight of the prey to its advantage. The water itself becomes a crucial component of the death roll, providing the medium through which the force is transferred, aiding in the tearing action. The effect on the prey is devastating. As the crocodile spins, the unyielding grip of its jaws, combined with the rotational force, twists and tears at the flesh, muscle, and bone of the victim. This action effectively rips off large chunks of the carcass, converting the whole into more manageable, bite-sized pieces that can be swallowed. For live prey, the death roll also serves to disorient and drown the animal. Imagine the terror and confusion of being spun violently underwater, unable to breathe, while simultaneously being subjected to immense tearing forces. The sheer power and speed of the rotation quickly overwhelm and suffocate the struggling victim, bringing a swift end to its resistance. Scientists believe that the death roll is not a haphazard thrashing, but a highly coordinated instinctual behavior. The crocodile possesses a remarkable ability to control its body orientation and movement in 3 dimensions, even while spinning. This control is vital to prevent injury to itself and to ensure maximum effectiveness of the tearing action. The powerful musculature along its spine and tail allows for precise, rapid adjustments, ensuring that the force is directed effectively. This maneuver is so ingrained that even young crocodiles, barely a meter in length, will instinctively attempt a death roll on prey, demonstrating its fundamental importance to their predatory strategy. After the death roll has successfully dismembered the prey, the crocodile will then swallow the pieces whole. Its throat, though capable of immense dilation, cannot accommodate an entire large animal. The conical teeth and powerful jaws are not for chewing, but for gripping and guiding the chunks of meat down its gullet. Its stomach acids, among the strongest in the animal kingdom, are incredibly potent, capable of dissolving bone, hide, and even metal, ensuring that very little of the prey goes to waste. The efficiency of its digestive system complements the tearing action of the death roll, maximizing nutrient extraction from every meal. The death roll also serves a crucial purpose beyond immediate consumption. If the prey is too large to be consumed in one sitting, or if the crocodile wishes to store it away from scavengers or rival crocodiles, it may drag the dismembered carcass to a secluded spot. This could be a submerged log pile, a deep hole in the riverbed, or a hidden crevice beneath an overhanging bank. These larders act as underwater pantries, allowing the crocodile to return to its meal at its leisure, consuming it over several days or even weeks. The ability to hold its breath for extended periods, aided by its specialized respiratory and circulatory systems, allows it to perform these tasks efficiently underwater, further enhancing its stealth and reducing the risk of confrontation with other predators. The power and effectiveness of the death roll are so profound that it has shaped the very ecosystem in which saltwater crocodiles reside. It allows them to exploit a vast range of prey sizes, from small fish to colossal water buffalo, positioning them as the undisputed apex predators of their environment. This ability to handle large prey not only provides substantial energy, but also reduces competition from smaller carnivores, as the crocodile can process food that others simply cannot. It is a key factor in their ecological dominance and their long-term evolutionary success. Even in its immense power, there is a profound stillness in the crocodile's ultimate purpose. The death roll, while violent, is a methodical, ancient process, a survival mechanism honed over millions of years. It is not an act of malice, but a fundamental part of the natural cycle, ensuring the sustenance of this ancient lineage. Imagine the raw, untamed force, the unyielding grip, the powerful twist, all driven by an instinct as old as the rivers and oceans themselves. Allow the image of this immense power, this ancient, precise mechanism of the death roll, to gently settle in your mind. Feel the subtle tremor of that rotational force, the unyielding grip, as your own thoughts begin to soften and grow heavy. Let the deep, slow rhythm of this primal dance of survival lull you further into the profound quietude of rest as you drift deeper into the peaceful embrace of sleep. Life cycles and territories. From the raw, unyielding power of the death, roll a display of ancient predatory force. We now gently shift our focus to the intimate cyclical rhythms of life itself within the saltwater crocodile's domain. Along the shaded, intricate waterways of the mangroves and estuaries, where the air is thick with the scent of salt and damp earth, unfolds a profound chronicle of existence, the slow unfurling of life cycles, and the establishment of territories that shape the very fabric of these dynamic ecosystems. Here, amidst the whispering roots and the shifting tides, the deepest instincts of Crocodilus porosus guide the perpetuation of its formidable lineage. As the wet season approaches in the tropical regions, often between November and March in the southern hemisphere, a subtle yet profound change stirs within the crocodile population. This is the season of courtship and mating, a time when the ancient drive to reproduce takes precedence. Large, dominant male saltwater crocodiles, often reaching 6 meters or more in length, begin to assert their presence with increased vigor. Their deep, resonant rumbles produced by vibrating their massive bodies and expelling air travel through the water. And air, a low-frequency call that can be felt as much as heard, a primal declaration of territory and readiness. Imagine the deep vibration resonating through the water, a silent tremor that announces the presence of a powerful male, signaling both challenge and invitation across the liquid landscape. They may also engage in impressive head-slapping displays on the water's surface, creating loud, echoing splashes that serve as visual and auditory warnings to rival males while simultaneously attracting the attention of potential mates. Females sensitive to these powerful displays respond with their own subtle cues of receptivity. Courtship itself is a slow, deliberate, aquatic ballet. The male approaches the female with caution, often circling her, gently rubbing his snout against her head, and back a tentative dance of ancient affection. Their bodies may intertwine, creating slow, swirling patterns in the water. These interactions can last for hours, a prolonged period of assessment and bonding before copulation occurs, typically in the water. It is a moment of profound vulnerability and connection, an ancient ritual that ensures the continuation of their species. Following successful mating, the female crocodile, now laden with the promise of new life, begins the arduous and critical task of nest building. This usually takes place during the early part of the wet season, a strategic choice as the rising waters will provide crucial humidity for the incubating eggs and later pathways for the hatchlings. She will select a site with meticulous care, often on an elevated mound of soil and vegetation, well above the anticipated floodline, yet close enough to the water's edge for easy access. Imagine her immense body slowly dragging through the mud and tangled roots, her ancient instincts guiding her to the perfect location. The nest itself is a substantial, formidable structure, a mound composed of decaying vegetation, mud, and whatever organic debris the female can gather. She constructs this with her powerful jaws, forelimbs, and body, painstakingly piling material into a conical or dome-shaped mound that can reach up to 1 meter in height and several meters in diameter. Feel the cool, damp earth being pushed and shaped by her formidable strength, the subtle scent of decaying leaves rising into the humid air. The decaying vegetation within the mound plays a critical role generating heat as it decomposes, providing a natural incubator for the eggs. This biological heating system maintains a stable, warm temperature crucial for the delicate developmental process within each egg. Once the mound is complete, the female excavates a chamber within its core. Here, she carefully deposits her clutch of eggs, typically between 25 and 90, though the average is usually around 50. These eggs are hard-shelled, elliptical, and creamy white, resembling large bird eggs but with a more robust casing. After laying, she meticulously covers them with more vegetation and mud, sealing them within the insulating warmth of the mound. Her work is not yet done. For the next 80 to 90 days, the entire incubation period, she will remain fiercely protective of her nest. She rarely leaves its vicinity, often resting in a wallow she digs nearby, vigilant against predators such as monitor lizards, wild pigs, or even other crocodiles, all of whom would eagerly predate upon the vulnerable eggs. Her presence is a silent, unyielding declaration of maternal guardianship, a primal force defending the future of her lineage. A fascinating aspect of crocodilian reproduction, including that of the saltwater crocodile, is temperature-dependent sex determination, or TSD. Unlike mammals or birds where sex is genetically determined, the sex of a crocodile hatchling is determined by the temperature experienced by the eggs during a critical period of incubation, roughly the middle third of the incubation period. Scientists currently theorize that cooler temperatures, typically below 29 degrees Celsius, tend to produce females, while warmer temperatures between 30 and 32 degrees Celsius tend to produce males. Temperatures above 33 degrees Celsius can produce females again, or even prove lethal. This delicate balance means that environmental conditions directly influence the sex ratio of a clutch, a subtle, powerful interplay between life and its surroundings. Imagine the gentle warmth within the mound, a silent architect shaping the very identity of the nascent life within. As the incubation period draws to a close, a new sound begins to emerge from within the seemingly inert mound, faint, high-pitched peeping calls. These are the hatchlings using a specialized egg tooth on their snout, beginning to crack their way out of their shells, signaling their readiness to emerge. This is a critical moment, and the female, her ancient senses finely tuned, responds immediately. She begins to carefully excavate the nest, gently removing the layers of mud and vegetation that have protected her clutch. Her immense jaws, capable of delivering a devastating bite, become tools of astonishing delicacy as she carefully uncovers the eggs. If a hatchling struggles to break free, the mother may even gently assist, carefully cracking the tough shell in her mouth, manipulating the egg with an almost impossible tenderness between her powerful teeth. Once freed, the tiny hatchlings, barely 25 to 30 centimeters long, are vulnerable and utterly dependent. The mother then gathers them, often several at a time, in her cavernous mouth, carrying them with profound gentleness to the safety of the water. She may make multiple trips, her instincts overriding her predatory nature, ensuring every one of her offspring reaches the relative security of the shallow, sheltered waters. The newly hatched crocodiles, miniature versions of their formidable parents, form what is known as a creche, a communal nursery where they remain under the watchful eye of their mother for several months, sometimes up to a year. These creches are often found in secluded shallow pools, dense with vegetation, offering both cover from predators and an abundance of small prey. During this vulnerable juvenile stage, their diet consists primarily of small fish, insects, frogs, and crustaceans. The mother remains fiercely protective, defending her offspring from a myriad of threats, which include large birds of prey, monitor lizards, turtles, large fish, and tragically even larger adult crocodiles, as intraspecific predation is a reality in their world. Imagine the tiny, vulnerable forms huddled together, relying on the immense, silent presence of their mother for survival. Learning the subtle art of camouflage and the swift, darting movements that define their early existence. As they grow, slowly gaining size and confidence, their diet expands, and their reliance on maternal protection gradually diminishes. Their growth rate, initially slow, accelerates as they mature, driven by successful hunting and abundant food. Subadult crocodiles begin to explore further afield, venturing out from the nursery areas, seeking their own hunting grounds. This is a period of intense learning where they hone their predatory skills, practicing the patient ambush and the swift, decisive strike on ever larger prey. The establishment of territories is a fundamental aspect of adult saltwater crocodile life, particularly for males. Large dominant males typically occupy vast territories along rivers, estuaries, and coastal areas sometimes spanning many kilometers. These territories provide access to prime hunting grounds, basking sites, and crucially access to multiple breeding females. A male's territory is a profound declaration of its status and power, a physical manifestation of its dominance. They mark their territories through various means, including deep vocalizations, rubbing their chins on elevated banks to leave scent marks, and through sheer intimidating presence. Intraspecific aggression, particularly among males, can be intense and brutal. Clashes over territory access to females or prime feeding spots can result in fierce, often bloody battles. These encounters involve powerful tail-slapping headbutting and devastating bites, leaving rivals with deep scars, and sometimes leading to fatal injuries. The largest, most dominant males generally hold the best territories and have the most breeding success, a testament to the harsh realities of natural selection. Subadults and less dominant individuals are often forced into more marginal habitats or compelled to undertake those vast oceanic journeys in search of new, unclaimed territories, a silent, perilous quest for a place to call their own. Female territories are generally smaller and often overlap, especially during the breeding season. But they too defend their nesting sites and immediate foraging areas with fierce determination. The intricate network of territories creates a dynamic, ever-shifting social structure within a crocodile population, a complex web of dominance, submission, and ancient, unwavering instinct. The mangroves themselves, with their intricate root systems, provide not just concealment, but a profound sanctuary throughout these life cycles. The dense brackish waters are a nursery for fish and crustaceans, providing abundant food for young crocodiles. The tangled roots offer protection from larger predators, while the elevated mud banks provide ideal nesting sites. This ecosystem is inextricably linked to the crocodile's existence, a living cradle and a battleground shaping every aspect of its life. Allow these intricate details of life and territory, the deep primal instincts of mating, nesting, and the relentless struggle for survival to gently settle in your mind. Imagine the whispers of the mangroves, the soft peeping of hatchlings, the deep rumble of a dominant male, all part of an ancient, enduring rhythm. Let this profound connection between life and its environment lull your own thoughts into a state of deep, quiet calm as you drift further into the peaceful, heavy embrace of sleep. Its role in the ecosystem, from the intricate, ancient rhythms of life cycles and the establishment of territories, we now broaden our perspective to encompass the profound influence of the saltwater crocodile. Crocodilus porosus upon the very landscape it inhabits. Within the dynamic, vibrant tapestry of estuaries and coastal wetlands, this colossal reptile is far more than a mere inhabitant. It is a silent architect, a powerful keystone whose presence and actions profoundly shape the structure, health, and intricate balance of its entire ecosystem. Imagine the slow, deliberate work of an ancient sculptor continually molding and maintaining the living environment around it, its every movement sending ripples of consequence throughout its watery domain. At the pinnacle of its food web, the saltwater crocodile reigns as the undisputed apex predator, a living embodiment of ecological control. Its immense size, unparalleled bite force, and masterful ambush strategies position it as the ultimate regulator of populations across multiple trophic levels. Picture its powerful form gliding silently beneath the surface, its ancient eyes scanning the banks. This presence alone exerts a profound influence on the behavior of every other creature in the estuary, from the smallest fish to the largest mammal. Animals instinctively avoid areas where a large crocodile is known to reside, altering their foraging patterns, their drinking habits, and their migratory routes. This landscape of fear subtly shapes the distribution and activity of prey species, preventing overgrazing in certain areas and allowing vegetation to recover, thus maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Its diet, remarkably diverse, ensures that no single prey population becomes unchecked. It preys upon a vast array of fish, both freshwater species venturing into brackish zones and marine species that frequent the estuaries. By consuming older, weaker, or diseased individuals, the crocodile effectively culls the less fit, promoting the overall health and vigor of fish populations. Beyond the aquatic realm, it regulates terrestrial mammal populations, from wild pigs and deer to water buffalo and kangaroos that venture to the water's edge for sustenance. Imagine a herd of wild pigs, their snouts rooting through the mud, their movements cautious and alert, always aware of the unseen threat lurking beneath the surface. This constant vigilance enforced by the crocodile prevents these herbivores from overpopulating and degrading the fragile coastal vegetation, which in turn protects the soil from erosion and maintains critical habitats for countless other species. Even birds resting on low-hanging branches or foraging in the shallows are part of its expansive menu, ensuring a natural control on avian populations. Beyond its role as a hunter, the saltwater crocodile also functions as a crucial scavenger, a silent cleaner of its environment. Carcasses of animals that succumb to disease, injury, or other predators would otherwise accumulate, potentially fostering the spread of pathogens and disrupting nutrient cycles. The crocodile, with its powerful jaws and incredibly potent digestive system, efficiently processes these remains, breaking down the organic matter and returning valuable nutrients to the ecosystem. Imagine the slow, deliberate consumption of a decaying carcass, the powerful acids in its stomach, dissolving bone and hide, preventing the festering of disease and ensuring that no energy is truly wasted. This scavenging role is a vital, often unseen contribution to the overall health and hygiene of its estuarine sanctuary. However, the crocodile's most profound and tangible impact on its environment often comes in its role as an ecosystem engineer, a physical architect of its habitat. During the long, often scorching dry seasons when water levels recede, dramatically exposing vast expanses of mud, the crocodile's actions become critical for the survival of countless other species. It digs deep, expansive burrows and wallows into the mud and riverbanks. These are not mere shelters for itself. They are vital refugia, cool, damp havens that retain water even as the surrounding landscape desiccates. Imagine these excavated depressions filled with the last vestiges of water, becoming temporary oases in a parched land. These wallows and dens become crucial microhabitats for a diverse array of aquatic life. Fish, turtles, frogs, and invertebrates trapped by the receding waters find sanctuary within these crocodile-maintained pools. They are drawn to these shrinking pockets of water, seeking refuge from the relentless sun and the suffocating mud. The presence of the crocodile, while a threat, also guarantees the continued existence of these vital water sources. Without these deep, excavated havens, many of these species would perish, leading to a cascade of ecological collapses throughout the food web. When the wet season returns and the rivers swell once more, these surviving populations emerge from their dry season sanctuaries, repopulating the revitalized waterways, their survival directly attributable to the crocodile's architectural efforts. Furthermore, the construction of its nesting mounds, typically large structures of decaying vegetation and mud, built on elevated ground, also creates unique microhabitats, While primarily serving to incubate its eggs, these mounds, once abandoned by the hatchlings, can become elevated, well-drained platforms that support a different array of plant species than the surrounding flood-prone terrain. They may also provide shelter or nesting sites for smaller reptiles, insects, or birds, offering a slightly different ecological niche within the dense estuarine environment. Imagine the slow decomposition of the nest material, enriching the soil, creating a small, fertile island within the wetland. The sheer physical movement of large crocodiles through dense vegetation, particularly in mangrove forests and swampy areas, can also contribute to habitat modification. Their colossal bodies, slowly pushing through thickets of roots and reeds, can create and maintain channels and pathways through otherwise impenetrable areas. These pathways can facilitate water flow, aiding in the aeration of sediments and the transport of nutrients. They can also create access routes for other smaller aquatic species, subtly altering the physical structure of the wetland landscape. Imagine the powerful sweep of a tail, the immense bulk of a body, slowly carving out a new, narrow channel through the intricate maze of mangrove roots, opening up a new artery for the ecosystem. In terms of nutrient cycling, the crocodile plays a significant role in distributing biomass and nutrients throughout its habitat. By consuming prey from various parts of the ecosystem, fish from the water mammals from the land, birds from the air, and then digesting and excreting waste, it facilitates the transfer of energy and nutrients between different zones. When a large carcass is consumed, the crocodile's powerful digestive system breaks down complex organic molecules, returning simpler compounds to the water and soil through its waste products. These nutrients then become available for uptake by plants and microorganisms, fueling the base of the food web. It is a vital, if somewhat grisly, part of the continuous cycle of life and death, ensuring that energy flows efficiently through the ecosystem. The health and abundance of saltwater crocodile populations serve as a powerful indicator of the overall health of the estuarine and coastal ecosystems they inhabit. As an apex predator, they are highly sensitive to changes in their environment. A decline in crocodile numbers can signal deeper ecological problems such as pollution habitat, degradation, or a collapse in prey populations, which would ripple throughout the entire food web. Conversely, a thriving crocodile population suggests a robust, well-functioning ecosystem capable of supporting a complex array of life. Imagine the silent sentinel, its very existence a barometer of the environmental well-being of its ancient domain. Their presence also influences the interactions between other species. For instance, the fear of crocodiles can keep populations of smaller predators in check, as they too must be wary of becoming prey. This can indirectly benefit smaller prey species, preventing them from being overhunted by secondary predators. The dynamic interplay of predator and prey, enforced by the crocodile at the top, creates a complex web of ecological relationships, each thread subtly influenced by the presence of this ancient reptile. Even during the breeding season, the female's fierce protection of her nest, while aimed at her own offspring, indirectly protects the countless other small creatures that might find temporary refuge within the nest mound or in the immediate vicinity, benefiting from her intimidating presence against common predators. Allow these intricate details of its ecological influence, its silent architectural work, and its profound role as a keystone species to gently settle in your mind. Imagine the slow, deliberate impact of this ancient creature, shaping the very rivers and mangroves, ensuring the balance and vitality of its world. Let this deep interconnectedness of life, this profound influence of a single species, lull your own thoughts into a state of serene contemplation as you drift further into the peaceful, heavy embrace of sleep. Encounters with humanity from the profound ecological architect, shaping the very lifeblood of its estuarine domain. We now turn our gaze to a more complex, often fraught intersection: the quiet, yet sometimes sudden and terrifying encounters between the ancient saltwater crocodile and the ever-expanding presence of humanity. Within the shaded, intricate waterways where their paths inevitably cross a delicate balance of respect, caution and primal instinct unfolds, sometimes peacefully, sometimes with tragic consequence. Imagine the subtle shift in the air, the faint tremor of differing worlds drawing closer, each driven by its own profound needs and ancient patterns. For millennia, indigenous peoples across the vast range of the saltwater crocodile have coexisted with this formidable reptile, developing a deep, nuanced understanding of its behaviors and habits. Their traditional knowledge passed down through countless generations speaks of respect, of knowing where and when to move, of reading the subtle signs of its presence. They understood the territories, the seasonal movements, and the inherent dangers, weaving the crocodile into their spiritual beliefs, their stories, and their way of life, not as a malicious monster, but as a powerful, ancient spirit of the land and water. This profound lived wisdom allowed for a delicate, often harmonious coexistence, a testament to understanding and adaptation. Imagine the quiet footsteps along the riverbank, the eyes scanning the water, the ears attuned to the softest splash, a continuous subtle dance of awareness. However, as human populations have expanded, pushing further into coastal areas, developing agricultural lands, establishing settlements, and increasing recreational use of waterways, the boundaries between human and crocodile habitats have blurred. The once vast, untouched wildernesses have become fragmented, bringing these two powerful species into more frequent and sometimes unavoidable contact. This encroachment often leads to an increase in encounters, and regrettably, an increase in attacks, as the crocodile's ancient territories are transformed into shared, often contested spaces. The very concept of shadows in the shallows takes on a new, more immediate meaning, when those shadows conceal not just an apex predator but a potential danger to human life. Understanding the reasons behind crocodile attacks is crucial, and scientists diligently study these interactions to inform safety guidelines and conservation efforts. It is important to comprehend that a crocodile attack is rarely an act of malice or aggression in the human sense. Instead, it is almost always driven by ancient instinctual behaviors centered around survival, territorial defense hunger, or the mistaken identification of a human as potential prey. One significant factor is territoriality. Large male saltwater crocodiles in particular establish and fiercely defend extensive territories, especially during the breeding season. Any perceived intrusion into this domain, whether by another crocodile, a large animal, or a human, can be met with a powerful defensive response. Imagine the subtle shift in the water as a dominant male senses an unfamiliar presence, his ancient instincts stirring, perceiving a threat to his established kingdom. Nesting females, too, are intensely protective. During the 80 to 90 days of incubation, and for several months after the hatchlings emerge, a mother crocodile will guard her nest and her young with unwavering ferocity. Approaching a nest site, even unknowingly, can provoke a swift, powerful, and often devastating defensive attack. Another primary driver of attacks is opportunistic predation. The saltwater crocodile is an apex predator, and its instincts compel it to seize any available food source that presents itself as vulnerable. Humans, particularly those swimming, wading, or even standing near the water's edge, can unfortunately resemble the terrestrial prey animals that form a significant part of the crocodile's diet. In murky water, low light conditions, or from the crocodile's submerged perspective, a human form can easily be mistaken for a pig, a deer, or a wallaby. Imagine the world through the crocodile's eyes, a world of subtle movements and indistinct shapes in the dappled light, where a sudden splash or an unwary figure at the water's edge triggers an ancient, ingrained predatory response. Provocation. Whether intentional or unintentional, can also lead to attacks. Disturbing a crocodile, cornering it, attempting to feed it, or simply getting too close can elicit a defensive strike. Even seemingly innocuous actions like dangling a limb into the water from a boat can be perceived as an invitation or a threat. It is a profound misunderstanding of the animal's immense power and its instinctual reactions. The nature of a crocodile attack when it occurs is characterized by its suddenness, its overwhelming power, and its chilling efficiency. The attack is almost always an ambush, a sudden explosive eruption from the stillness of the water. The crocodile, having waited with profound patience and stealth, will launch itself with astonishing speed and force, clamping its immense jaws onto the victim. The sheer velocity of the strike, combined with the crushing bite force, is often disorienting and immediately debilitating. The primary goal of the initial strike is to incapacitate, to secure the prey with an unyielding grip, and then to drag it into deeper water to drown it. Unlike other predators that might engage in a prolonged struggle on land, the crocodile's advantage lies overwhelmingly in its aquatic domain. The drowning is often swift and decisive, a testament to the crocodile's mastery of its watery environment and its ability to hold its breath for extended periods. Regarding human fatality statistics, it is crucial to contextualize these numbers. While saltwater crocodile attacks are relatively rare compared to other causes of death, they are undeniably serious, often resulting in severe injury or fatality. Precise global statistics are challenging to gather due to variations in reporting across different countries and regions. However, in areas where saltwater crocodiles are abundant and human populations interact with their habitats, such as northern Australia, Papua New Guinea, and parts of Southeast Asia, fatalities do occur annually. In Australia, for instance, despite robust Be Croc-wise campaigns, there are typically a small number of fatal attacks each year. In less developed regions with higher human population densities and fewer safety measures, the numbers can be significantly higher, though often underreported. It is important to remember that each statistic represents a profound tragedy, a life irrevocably altered or lost to the ancient, untamed power of the wild. To mitigate these risks and foster a safer coexistence, prevention and education are paramount. Be Croc-wise campaigns prevalent in areas like northern Australia emphasize fundamental safety rules. Never swim, wade, or clean fish in known crocodile habitats. Always be aware of your surroundings near water. Stay clear of the water's edge, and never approach a crocodile, no matter its size. Signs warning of crocodile presence are common, serving as constant silent reminders of the lurking danger. Imagine the quiet rustle of leaves, the subtle ripple on the water, and the silent warning of a weathered sign, all urging caution and respect for the ancient predator's domain. Responsible waste management is also critical, as discarded food or animal remains can attract crocodiles to human settlements, increasing the likelihood of dangerous encounters. The challenge lies in balancing the need for human safety with the imperative of crocodile conservation. Following decades of intense hunting in the mid-20th century, which decimated populations across much of its range, the saltwater crocodile is now a protected species in many countries. This conservation success has led to a recovery of crocodile numbers, which, while ecologically beneficial, also increases the potential for human-crocodile conflict. Managing this conflict involves strategies such as public education, targeted removal of problem crocodiles from high-risk areas, and the creation of protected zones for both humans and wildlife. It requires a shift in human perception, moving from a view of eradication to one of respectful coexistence, acknowledging the crocodile's vital role as an architect of its ecosystem. Culturally, the saltwater crocodile continues to evoke a powerful duality in the human psyche: profound fear, intertwined with a deep sense of awe and respect. It is a creature that embodies the raw, untamed essence of the wild, a living relic from a primordial past, whose silent power reminds us of our own vulnerability in the face of nature's ancient forces. Its presence is a constant, subtle reminder that not all spaces belong to humanity, and that some wild places still hold profound, untamed mysteries. Allow these complex interactions, this delicate balance between ancient instincts and modern encroachment, to gently settle in your mind. Imagine the quiet tension, the subtle dance of awareness, and the profound respect that must guide our steps in the shared landscapes of humanity and the mighty saltwater crocodile. Let this deep contemplation of shared existence of shadows and shallows lull your own thoughts into a state of serene calm as you drift further into the peaceful, heavy embrace of sleep. A future in flux. From the profound, intricate balance it maintains within its estuarine domain, we now gently lift our gaze towards the horizon, contemplating the future of the saltwater crocodile. Crocodilus porosus, a creature whose very existence is a testament to enduring resilience, yet whose path forward remains in a state of delicate flux. This ancient reptile, having navigated the tumultuous currents of geological time for hundreds of millions of years, adapting to cataclysms that erased entire orders of life, now faces a new array of challenges largely stemming from the accelerating influence of human activity on a rapidly changing planet. For much of the mid-20th century, the future of the saltwater crocodile appeared bleak. Driven by a burgeoning global demand for its tough, beautifully textured skin, commercial hunting reached unsustainable levels across its vast Indo-Pacific range. Imagine the relentless pursuit, the silent waterways suddenly alive with the sounds of boats and the flash of spotlights as hunters decimated populations, pushing this ancient species to the very brink of extinction in many areas. Its immense size and formidable reputation, once its greatest assets, became its vulnerability, making it a prized target. This period of intense exploitation left a profound scar on crocodile numbers, drastically reducing their presence and disrupting the delicate ecological balance they had maintained for millennia. However, a pivotal shift occurred in the latter half of the 20th century, driven by growing scientific understanding and increasing conservation awareness. Governments across its range, particularly in Australia, Papua New Guinea, and parts of Southeast Asia, began implementing strict protection measures. The species was listed under Appendix 2 of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, or CITES, which regulates international trade to ensure it is not detrimental to the species' survival. National laws prohibited hunting, established protected areas, and initiated recovery programs. Imagine the slow, arduous work of scientists and conservationists meticulously counting remaining individuals, establishing sanctuaries, and educating local communities, all striving to mend the profound wounds inflicted upon this ancient lineage. The results of these conservation efforts have been nothing short of a remarkable success story. Over the past few decades, saltwater crocodile populations have rebounded significantly across much of their historic range. In places like northern Australia, where protection has been robust and continuous, numbers have recovered to levels that approach, and in some areas may even exceed, pre-hunting estimates. This resurgence is a powerful testament to the inherent resilience of the species and the effectiveness of concerted conservation action. The silent waterways, once eerily quiet, are now once again home to the subtle ripple of their passing forms, the deep rumble of their calls, and the watchful glint of their ancient eyes. This recovery, while a triumph, also brings with it new complexities and challenges, as a thriving apex predator increasingly shares its domain with an ever-expanding human population. One of the most pressing and pervasive threats to the saltwater crocodile's long-term future is habitat loss and degradation. As human populations grow along coastal regions, the precious mangrove forests, estuarine wetlands, and river systems that form the crocodile's core habitat are increasingly under pressure. Land is cleared for agriculture, aquaculture farms, urban development, and infrastructure projects. Imagine the slow, relentless erosion of these vital ecosystems, the ancient mangrove roots giving way to concrete, the pristine waterways becoming conduits for human waste. This destruction directly impacts nesting sites, reduces the availability of prey, and fragments existing territories, forcing crocodiles into smaller, more confined areas, which in turn can intensify human-wildlife conflict. Pollution further exacerbates habitat degradation. Industrial runoff, agricultural chemicals, plastic waste, and heavy metals contaminate the very waters that crocodiles inhabit. Imagine the subtle, insidious accumulation of these toxins within the food chain, slowly poisoning the fish and other prey that the crocodiles consume, eventually accumulating in the tissues of the apex predator itself. The long-term effects of chronic exposure to these pollutants on crocodile health, reproductive success, and immune systems are still being studied, but scientists believe they pose a significant silent threat to their well-being. Perhaps the most profound and globally reaching threat is one immense: climate change. The saltwater crocodile, intimately tied to its tropical and subtropical environments, is particularly vulnerable to the shifting patterns of our planet's climate. One direct impact is sea level rise. As global temperatures warm, melting glaciers and expanding ocean waters cause sea levels to slowly, inexorably creep upwards. Imagine the subtle yet relentless inundation of low-lying coastal areas, swallowing vital nesting sites that females meticulously construct on elevated ground, destroying the very foundations of their reproductive success. Changes in salinity patterns within estuaries due to altered freshwater runoff and increased seawater intrusion could also disrupt the delicate balance these osmoregulating reptiles have mastered over millennia. Extreme weather events, such as more intense cyclones, hurricanes, and monsoon floods, are also predicted to increase in frequency and severity. Imagine the sheer destructive force of these storms, tearing through mangrove forests, scouring riverbanks, and washing away nests and young hatchlings. These events can dramatically reduce reproductive output and juvenile survival rates, placing immense pressure on populations, particularly in regions already facing other environmental stresses. The slow, patient rhythm of nature is being disrupted by these sudden, violent pulses of climatic change. A uniquely challenging aspect of climate change for crocodilians is its effect on temperature-dependent sex determination, TSD. As we explored previously, the sex of a crocodile hatchling is determined by the temperature experienced during a critical period of egg incubation. Rising global temperatures could significantly skew sex ratios, potentially leading to a disproportionate number of females if temperatures remain within the female-producing range, or even lethal temperatures if they rise too high. Imagine a future where entire clutches produce almost exclusively females, or where the heat becomes so intense that eggs simply cannot develop. This could severely impact breeding success and the long-term viability of populations, creating a profound imbalance that could undermine the species' ability to reproduce effectively, a silent internal threat to its very future. Scientists are actively researching this phenomenon using climate models to predict potential impacts on crocodile populations across different regions. Human-wildlife conflict remains an ongoing challenge, particularly as crocodile populations recover. With more crocodiles in the water and more humans utilizing those same waterways for recreation fishing and settlement, the potential for dangerous encounters inevitably increases. This necessitates effective management strategies that balance conservation goals with public safety. These often include extensive public education campaigns like Australia's Be Croc-Wise initiatives, which teach people how to behave safely in crocodile country. Targeted removal of problem crocodiles from high-risk areas and translocation to more remote locations are also employed. Imagine the complex decisions faced by wildlife managers striving to protect both human lives and the ancient, powerful presence of these reptiles. Despite these formidable challenges, the saltwater crocodile possesses an inherent resilience, a deep, ancient strength forged over millions of years of survival. Its remarkable adaptability, its ability to utilize a vast range of prey, its physiological mastery of saline environments, and its capacity for long-distance oceanic dispersal all contribute to its enduring nature. Its long lifespan, slow metabolism, and robust physiology offer it a degree of buffer against environmental fluctuations, allowing it to persist where more specialized species might falter. The future of the saltwater crocodile is not predetermined. It is a future in flux, shaped by the choices and actions of humanity. Its continued existence as an architect of its ecosystem, a living echo of deep time, depends profoundly on our collective commitment to conservation, to protecting its vital habitats, mitigating the impacts of climate change, and fostering a respectful, informed coexistence. Imagine a future where the silent ripple of its passing form continues to grace the tropical waters, a powerful, ancient presence, reminding us of the wild, untamed beauty of our shared planet. The enduring reptile with its ancient eyes continues its patient vigil, a living testament to the power of adaptation, its future now intertwined with our own. And so, as we gently drift away from the ancient, enduring world of the saltwater crocodile, allow the profound stillness of its patient vigil, its deep submersion beneath the surface, to echo within your own quietude. Consider that the very atoms composing your own gentle breath, the calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, were forged in the heart of distant ancient stars, just as the elements of this magnificent reptile have cycled through the Earth's long ages. We are all, in essence, dust of the cosmos, intertwined with the deep, slow rhythms of life on this planet, seeking our own quiet harbors of rest. May the ancient currents of the Earth's deep sleep gently carry your consciousness now, as you too find your own patient stillness, drifting effortlessly towards the profound quietude of a well-deserved slumber. Sleep well, goodbye, and see you again.